Benny, the brave little bear. In a quiet forest, where the trees whispered in the wind, lived a small, fluffy bear cub named Benny. Benny loved to explore, but he was always a little nervous about the dark. One evening, as the sun dipped below the mountains, Benny's mother said, "Benny, could you fetch some blueberries, cranberry, and honey for the winter? But be careful, the forest can be full of surprises." Benny puffed out his chest. "Don't worry, Mama, I'll be brave." Then he grabbed his little basket and padded toward the river. The trees cast long shadows, and the night animals began to stir. "It's just the forest saying good night," Benny told himself. As he walked, he spotted a patch of bright red berries. Just as he reached out to pick them, a rustling came from the bushes. Benny froze. Was it a fox? A pair of big, round eyes peeked out. It was just Oliver, the curious owl. "Benny, those berries are tricky. Some are sweet, but some will make your tummy ache," Oliver warned. "Thank you, Oliver," Benny said, carefully picking only the good ones. Further along, Benny heard a faint buzzing. He followed the sound and found a fallen tree with a hive dripping with golden honey. As he reached out, the bees buzzed angrily. Benny remembered what his mother had taught him. Always be kind to nature. "Excuse me, bees," he said politely. "May I take just a little honey for my family?" The bees, surprised by his manners, hummed in agreement. They let him scoop a small jar full before flying back to their work. Then he reached the blueberry bush. He heard a rustling sound. His fur stood on end. "Who's there?" he whispered. Out peeked a tiny, shivering rabbit. "Oh, it's just you," Benny sighed in relief. The rabbit had lost its way home. Benny smiled. "Don't worry, I'll take you back." With his basket full of blueberries and the rabbit hopping beside him, Benny made his way home. The dark didn't seem so scary anymore. With a friend by his side, it felt warm and safe. When he arrived, his mother hugged him. "You were so brave, Benny," she said. And that night, Benny fell asleep, knowing he was braver than he ever thought. The end. Good night and sweet dreams.